past the 20. And the man under CP trophy, and with these numbers, it's hard to argue.
But the numbers that I know Matt's focused on, that he's not going to talk to us about, is big numbers this time, and he's got a chance at home against Seattle and Russell. Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the net and go for big yardage.
On second down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Whoosh. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 72 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here, he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Brady now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. On the toss, this is Blunt. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
On first and 10, here's Brady. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Brady now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well. Martellus Bennett, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive for the guy carrying the ball.
Freeman again. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And a man, as we look at the starters now, a man who really has earned us talking about him in the booth, Julio Jones.
He's a 1,000-yard receiver each and every year. So sleek, so wonderful. I call him Secretariat.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So this game's not very far along. He's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another first down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator. What do I do in this situation? It's only the first quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another way? Because the risk is if I don't, he ends up having a monster game.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2nd and goal is the off. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Danny Amendola on the return. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And complete on the right side to Bennett. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Here's Brady, and he's got Bennett. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 6 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
So 1 corner down here alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And right side, caught, Hogan. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right. They weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
To throw, it's Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Blunt, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Brady. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. With 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard. They'll
run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of the Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, they were in the red zone, and they needed a first down. Was it a surprise to you that they went to the tight end?
Not at all. I thought, though, the defense might put a little more pressure on him, but still able to complete it. Now Brady. Floating one, incomplete. Trying to force it into Edelman there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
That's caught at the 2. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Now Brady again. And this is going to be incomplete. Try to force it into Edelman there, and that brings up 4th down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. And here now come the Falcons. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. So this is now the 4th time in the last 6 Super Bowls that we've had a safety. Obviously, that's strange when you figure during the regular season, on average, you'll see a safety about once every 14 games. So an oddity here, to say the least. Jones on the return. Look at this spin.
Balance.
Now here's the Falcons defense getting set to go again. And you got to think both sides are remembering what happened the last time these two units were out there, that goal line stand.
The battle for the line of scrimmage, always key, but on a fourth down play, who's going to win that?
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Brady throwing on second down. And he dumps it off to Blunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gate first down after that last completion. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense. Automatic first down.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Screen pass to Blunt, and he'll go down at the 28. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
You seriously just skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that? It's a Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show. All right, here we go.
3rd quarter action now. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Brady to the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Brady. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. 6 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And this defense has been extraordinary all season, and that might just be the cherry on top. What a play there on the fumble recovery touchdown.
Maybe it's time they get a nickname because they've played like the great defenses of the past. The Steel Curtain, Doomsday. The no-name defense, We might have to come up with one for these guys.
And they will line up now for the two-point try. To throw for it is Ryan. He's got time in the pocket. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the two-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for two. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And the 2 points always stings, but they can put this in the end zone. You can make it a two-score swing.
That stinging is probably that shot you take to the body. And now they can hit them in the chin with a big one, can't they? I mean, they come right up and smack them and really create a great advantage for themselves.
An opportunity to take advantage. We'll see if they do just that. Here's Blunt. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And complete on the right side to Bennett. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
He got 29 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here's Brady. And he rifles one incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This is White on the screen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Brady going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Partner, we've got a hot second here. Let's talk about the AFC divisional round matchups because both are rematches from the regular season. Houston did compete very well against New England. I think Jacoby Brissett was playing quarterback for the Patriots. And Kansas City, the same thing against Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh was up big in that ballgame.
Yeah, Pittsburgh rolled 43-14 in that one. And you're right, Brissett started week 3. Pats beat the Texans 27-0. Hard to go against the Patriots. I think the Steelers and Chiefs should be a fun one.
I agree with you totally on that because I think that Kansas City-Pittsburgh game, they're the sleeper for going to the Super Bowl, the winner of that one.
Getting it out left side to Sanu. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Pats will take over at their own 20. And now out come the Patriots. And last time they were very fortunate this off. The other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. As they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now Brady. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. 23 yards on the play. They try the corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on a defensive back, because if you get any faker move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. 2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shea McClellan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Patriots take over. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got Bennett. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppy... And look, I have no...
In front last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion